that universities get the opportunity to install new chancellors. Jackie Kay is our 6th chancellor in the history of the university. And the role of chancellor is extremely important. It is a ceremonial role, but it's also ambassadorial. And Jackie has already shown herself very keen to take on the mantle of the ambassador for this university. She's already working extensively with staff and students on a whole range of really exciting projects. And Jackie has already come up with a whole range of ideas for the opening of our new Adelphi building, where we're going to celebrate the opening of the building with events choreographed by staff and students. I'd like to take this opportunity also to welcome you all to this ceremony. You represent the so many different ways in which the university works with the community and the partnerships that we have around the region. So I welcome you and I hope you enjoy today's proceedings.
Thank you, Helen. I'm now extremely pleased to invite the City Mayor, Ian Stewart, to say a few words. He's with us here today. Ian, would you like to address the audience?
Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Ian. As you can tell by my accent, I'm from Salford. I'm proud of it. I think it's so important to me personally, having lived in this city for 53 years, to be able to come and say on behalf of the people of Salford, welcome to Jackie, our new Chancellor, and to say that whilst Jackie's role is a ceremonial role, the reason we have ceremonial positions is because the element of those ceremonial roles that you cannot quantify in pounds and pennies is civic pride. And in this case, the place of our university within our Salford community, and the civic pride that the role of the Chancellor as ambassador will generate throughout this city. So Jackie, welcome to Salford, and I hope that at the end of your term, you'll take away what is the overriding emphasis in Salford. Not its fine buildings, not its 60% green space, its 3 ghosts, Media City or anything else. It's the people of Salford and what they have inside, what I have called the spirit of Salford, and it's in its people. And when your term is up, Jackie, I hope you take a bit of the spirit of Salford with you. But before you actually go, because you're only just now embarking on this job on our behalf, I have to say that I am so pleased that a creative person has been chosen for this role. So important. Talent, creativity is what makes the difference. We in this city have many talented people, talented young people. Unfortunately, we have not been as good as we should have been at making sure those talented young people have the skill sets to access the high-paid, high-quality jobs that we now have in this city. I think the aspirations, this is an aspirational city with an aspirational people. And I think when I started in my role 3 years ago, I made a statement that I would put our university at the heart of our city plan. Our relations have grown ever stronger over those 3 years. This morning, Helen and I, and by the way, congratulations Helen on your appointment, I'm so pleased. But we were working, she was working till about 15-20 minutes before the official launch started. And that's because there is that drive to make sure that Salford as a city is a place that encourages young people and people of all ages, all different ethnic communities, all different orientations, to be able to live as one and to share the space together. I think the historic nature of this city, this is a very ancient city, a bit more older with its charter than our younger sister across the Irwell River, and it has some very special aspects One of the most important aspects is we have nae villains in Salford. Villains, that was unwaged serfs, people who were wage slaves. And the first place in Britain that it was abolished in the charter that was given to Salford was Salford. So it's good that as we develop with our university, our employment standards charter, and the university is a full charter mark holder, where we apply a living wage and training and other standards, then it's a good thing, and it's based on the history of our city. Those strong links that we've developed over the years, I think it's so important to realise that when we talk about social value, and this is the end thing just now, we should also talk about valuing people. And between the university, the council and the other partners, we have through very different enterprises, Social Enterprise City, the Pendleton Initiative in partnership, the University Technical College, Salford Academies Trust, Salford College, but we've all come together in the Salford Learning Partnership, and that's the secret. We are together stronger than our individual component parts. There's a large proportion of the students at our university that come from this city. That wasn't always the case. I'm really proud that we have a local impact and we have an international impact. Really important. And I have to say, the strong business links and big business focus of this university means that when the university is looking at its future identity, it names itself. This is the enterprising business and community university of the UK and Europe and the world. And as we move forward in this institution to becoming a global driver of these values, the Salford Council and other partners will be stood shoulder to shoulder with our university. Now, I really do think that that outward-facing aspect of our university into the world is balanced perfectly by its inner looking to Salford and its communities. No better example of the work that this university does is the work it does with our wonderful Booth's Charities here in Salford. A charity that has been set up for the benefit of poor people and others in need in this city. And it does excellent work. And some of the work that the Booth's Charities, the university, our excellent acute hospital trust, Salford Royal, and the council and other partners do together on just one example, dementia, is getting recognised not only nationally, but internationally too. We are collectively the future of Salford. So I'm looking forward to working closely with you, Jackie, and the university, where we can all act as ambassadors for the university, for our students, our staff, our city, and our local people. This is where you, Jackie, will now represent the spirit of Salford, and I welcome you and thank you for that contribution.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, for those comments. That was very welcome indeed. Bit of music. Dr. Howard Evans is going to lead some of the students from our music school to entertain you for a minute or two, and you've got a couple of words to say, lurking behind me.
I noticed we were enjoying to entertain you, Chancellor, Vice Chancellor. It's great to be here, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to be here on behalf of the Music Directorate and to share some music with you this afternoon. I know I have at least one person in the audience who I hope is going to appreciate the next piece of music, because it was actually commissioned by the National Youth Band of Scotland. There we are, we're okay. It's actually written by one of our alumni from the Music Directorate by the name of Paul Lovett Cooper. It's a piece called Pound the Streets. It was actually written, I better get this right, it was written for the Tartan Heart Festival, brass band playing at a rock festival, the Tartan Heart Festival. So Paul Lovett Cooper put the two things together, and it represents our expression of music here at Salford in a great way. A little bit of rock music for brass band called Pound the Streets.
We're delighted now to welcome a very special guest here, a great friend of Jackie's, Jeanette Winterson, OBE, to say a few words about our new Chancellor, I think. Jeanette will be known to many of you through her award-winning writing, and not least her first novel, Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit, which won the 1985 Whitbread Prize, and her 2011 memoir, Why Be Happy When You Can Be Normal. Jeanette is currently Professor of Creative Writing at the University of Manchester, and it's a great pleasure to have you with us here today, Jeanette. Would you like to come and say something?
I love Jackie Kay, and I'm proud to be here today with somebody who I admire and also I can call my friend. It is a happy day. And I'd like to congratulate the University of Salford on their discerning, and enlightened and inspirational decision to have Jackie as Chancellor. It is a wonderful thing. We're looking for a Chancellor actually at the University of Manchester right now. She's really annoying.
We've got Peter Mandelson on our list.